Hello and welcome back to Cardboard Decoy Plays Factorio. Now I've noticed a catastrophic imbalance in my factory while I was in between videos here. And it's not the end of the world, but it's going to create some very serious problems down the road. Now since we do have a fair amount of sulfuric acid to start with, we are now using up all of our petroleum gas before we can even get down the pipes into further sulfur production, which means we're making too much. And that's fine. We have enough solar, or we don't need the sulfur for anything else right now, so we can just turn these off. And we can turn these off by doing this. There we go. Turn you off. And you. And it'll continue producing for a little bit, which is fine, since we're going to be focusing on some other things really quick before we actually get further into it. And that way we'll have plenty of sulfur once we turn it back on, and we'll be able to just get that production going immediately and not lose any time on that. So next thing we need to do is coordinate how we are making batteries and also plastics. So plastics are the next big thing. Plastics are the next big thing. That was kind of a weird thing to say. So in order to make blue science packs, we're going to need smart inserters and steel plates, which we can make on our own. But we'll also need batteries, which is fine, and we'll need advanced circuits, which require plastic. So advanced circuits are 2 electronic circuits, 2 plastic bars, and 4 copper cables. Oh, I'll have to keep that in mind because I totally forgot about that part of the production process there. So we'll have to find a way to reroute some of these copper cables up to advanced circuits whenever the time comes for that. So that'll be interesting. That's another logistics nightmare I'm not exactly looking forward to, but oh well, that's the buy-in to the game, really. And so yes, let's figure out plastics production. Where do we want to put it? Number one. Again, the only thing we really need the heavy and light oil for are going to be lube and also flamethrower ammo, which I'm going to make just for fun because flamethrowers are much more entertaining to watch. And then after that, it's going to be cracking heavy oil into light oil and light oil into petroleum gas. And also, the reason why I'm going through all this problem trying to figure out, or all of this mess trying to figure out how I'm going to make Science Pack 3s is because the next thing I absolutely want to get is going to be advanced oil processing. Because it allows for us to do all this cracking and also this, so it gives us an advantage in the petroleum area. And petroleum, once again, as you can see, is going to be consumed very readily and much faster than pretty much any other material that we could want to or will want to ever in the future. So let's go ahead and throw down our chemical plants. We are going to give these much more space in lieu of the fact that we cannot walk through these very easily. So we'll need at least one more space. Oh my god, I found out how to trap myself. Well, whoops. Okay, there we go. No harm done. Moving on. Might have lost whatever petroleum was still in the tubes there, but there's not much. As you can see, the flow is kind of hurting right now because we've managed to use it all up already. There we go. I totally just, forgot how to words. And so yeah, let's go ahead and set this up for plastic production. We're going to do this a little bit lower here. And we'll do 1, 2, 3 spaces in between here. And then we'll need to run a pipe for petroleum gas, and we'll do that by rerouting from over here to... We are out of pipes. Whoops. Should have thought of that beforehand. My bad. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we can run through that. Yeah, that's fine. So if we need to do any maintenance or work on that part of our production, that's not going to be an issue. There we go. And... solar energy is researched. Hurrah! And what do we need? We need blues for that. Let's not do that. We need blues for that. We might let research catch up a little bit. Oh, we could do tool belt. Tool belt's really handy because it just basically gives you extra storage spots down here. So we'll just let that idly complete as we go. We'll fix some of the, or finish researching some of the lower level researches that we have. So there we go. Now we can walk freely in between here. No more destroying pipes because we can't move. And this is going to be plastic production. So as you can see, it also requires coal, and you are also plastics. And so we are going to have to set up a track to pick up coal here. Now, how do I want to do this is the question. I don't know how fast it produces. I can't remember off the top of my head here. So we're just going to set up a dual track system where we are going to have our input, which is coal here, and we'll do like thus. And then we will make a couple long arm inserters for our output, which is kind of more of the conventional way that people tend to make their factories and outputs like that. So there we go. We'll orient that down. We'll wire it up really quick in between the inserters. There you go. That's a very traditional manufacturing method. Now, yes, we are full on petroleum gas there because we have maxed out our production of sulfur in all of our little factories over here. So now petroleum should be starting to build up a little bit more, which is fine. And then we will need to split and get our coal over to the other side here. So we'll need a couple underground tunnels to do that with. And let's see, there's the splitter I just made. We'll do that. Okay. This is another reason to try to go off of boiler energy because along with our multiple explosives setups, we are also going to need this coal for plastic, which will get consumed at an alarming and startling rate. Once again, not unlike real life. But so let's see. How fast does this actually go? It goes pretty fast. All right. So this might not be tenable with just a long arm inserter. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it and see what our consumption rates for plastic are. So until then, we're gonna consume a bunch of plastic and get some of these started. I don't know why am I stuck at 3 because I need more copper plates. Okay, cool. So we're gonna get some advanced circuits started so that we can turn around and turn those into. Oh, we need cable is what I'm actually missing. Okay, tool belt is researched. That's Science Pack 2, used by lab for research. Oh, okay, hold on. What am I doing? Explosives. Explosives are going to be necessary in the near future. Lasers are going to be necessary in the near future. Let's do lasers. Let's get a little bit of a priority at the moment. And then we'll go pick up this copper cable. And then do another 5 or so. I need more copper plates. Let's just go down here. What do we need the copper plates for? Is that for making cable or electronic circuits or what? I'm a little confused as to why that keeps being the thing that runs out. Okay, now we need more plastic bars. Cool, and then we'll figure out how we're going to set up our battery factory over here. Now, battery factory is going to be another 2 of these chemical plants. We're going to set these up a little bit closer. So we'll do 2 here. 1, no, hold on. We're going to need iron plates and copper plates for battery production. So that's iron and copper. Let's go ahead and do some rerouting really quick since we have the means necessary to do that. Oh, we don't have a splitter. Okay, fine. We can just go ahead and theory craft in the meantime. We don't need that. We just need this. Yeah, we'll split it right there. It'll come down this line. We'll run out of track, of course, and we'll just sort of gather up stuff for another 100 track or so. Okay, and there we go. Shift click. We'll probably end up canceling some of these here pretty soon, but in the meantime, and look, we can start making passive providers chests and storage chests, which are super handy. Let's see. Okay, so all we need are batteries for those. I'm trying to see. We can't make batteries manually because they require sulfuric acid, and there's no way to keep that in your pocket. At least I don't suggest it. Don't try this at home, kids. Whatever you do, don't put sulfuric acid in your pocket. Words for life, words to live by, advice, etc. I noticed that, man, these veins are super rich. The fact that these aren't even close to, that one's close to running out. I'm like, not even running out. Okay, that one's running out. This is 2.8K, 8.7, 9.2. Just insane amounts of iron over here that we're doing so well on. And even this is still in the 10,000, 18,000, 17,000, so that's like 30,000 just in this little patch. We are not running out of resources anytime soon. Unfortunately, that will put a delay on whenever we start doing trains, which is a really fun part of the game. But, you know, it's kind of a you win some, you lose some sort of situation there. So we are full up on stone, which is good. We now have lasers, which is also okay. And we can start building electric furnaces. Electric furnaces are going to be necessary for our coming upgrades, which is why I actually initially pointed out that, because I was like, okay, I need to upgrade my foundry, but I want to get away from having a foundry in base as soon as possible so that we can have more room to put some things. And then I realized this is just an absurd amount of resources. Like, this all aggregates into an incredible amount of resources. I think the max per a single square is like 6,000, if the level editor is to be believed. But regardless, it is definitely one of those. I'm not running out of these anytime soon. Like, we're going to be totally fine on resources for a bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and add track this way. And then make some more track, which is on the way. The track is on the way. The track is going to be coming soon. So we will have to have at least one solid track for iron and copper plates there. We'll turn that into batteries, which then all we need is sulfuric acid, which we can pipe around pretty easily. So let's go ahead and give it 3 and 3. So 3 spaces, 2, 3 there, and then 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3 there. Cool, that will work. Copper will get routed down through here, and then we will have to, whoops, not quite like that, get it sorted out so that we'll have a double line of copper and iron there soon enough. Let's just make sure we get it actually all the way over here first. And then we'll need an underground route around here. Oh, wait, no. I should probably turn that around so it'll actually go over here. And then we will also need another splitter for our iron that's already on our way up here to make sulfuric acid. So, wait. Splitter. Iron plates. There we go. They just so happen to conveniently enough be right there. And then let's do a splitter here. There we go. And loop that around. Loop it there. Loop that up. And Bob's your uncle. Success. Excellent. So that'll be our production line for our plates that we are needing for batteries. And then we just need to route the pipes around for sulfuric acid to get in here. Let's set this to battery. You are also a battery. Your battery. Okay, so let's do like this. Yes, perfect. Okay. One pipe here. One pipe like this. I'm actually having to burn some brain cells here. And well, yeah, this will take a second. We can just grab some iron right here in the meantime while we're waiting for all of that to finish. Okay, so that's taken care of. We'll need a few more pipes, and then we'll route it down around over here. So we'll do like this, and then we'll do one under. How did I end up with an odd number of underground pipes? Somewhere is an unmatched pipe, and that bugs me just a little bit. Okay, there we go. That'll be enough. I have no idea where it could be, though. Could be anywhere at this point after doing all of that. So I'm going to try not to worry about it too much. There we go. Cool. So now these should be supplied with everything that they need. We will go ahead and do fast inserters here, and then power the whole thing on. And whammy. Whammy! It's one of my favorite characters from Anchorman. There we go. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Or the guy who plays him, which is just brutally uneducated of me, or at least unresearched. So let's do like that, and then that. Cool. Alright. So now we are now producing batteries. So, and they will continue to produce indefinitely. I think. Nope, they'll only produce 4. That's fine. Okay, so now we need an output. Easy enough. Let's do right like that. Right that. That's probably a little bit racist. Sorry. Let's do like that. And awesome. Okay, now we have battery production. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, we'll go down a little bit with that. And we'll just grab up some batteries. And then now we can start making Science Pack 3s. Glorious times ahead, my friends. Let's see. How are we on time? We've got 6 more minutes to go. That's totally cool. That's another 5. Okay, and now we're running out of iron plates, which are for the smart inserters, maybe? I'm not really sure. We're going to do this manually just so that we can get better oil processing. So the goal is 75. I might just let this sit until then. All right, now we're short on batteries again. Let's go back over here. And yes, awesome. And better oil processing is going to make the rest of these processes much simpler. So advanced material processing, hooray! So now we can do electric furnaces, which is going to help with our output in the near future. Let's go ahead and get this started. So advanced oil processing is going to be 75 of all of these things. All of the things, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things. And we will go ahead and start depositing him on the far side of the research station here. Let's go ahead and do right click and left click. Cool. So it's a small start, but it's a start nonetheless. I might just set it up so that I have a factory with a box that gets fed everything that is needed for all of that stuff. And just sort of do things like that for a while. So there's a lot of infrastructure issues now that are starting to show themselves just a little bit. And we will fix them over time. This is the least efficient way we could possibly run the production of blue science packs. But again, once you see how far spread out everything is starting to get, and in order just to be able to do the basic things, like all of this liquid handling and everything else, we can't exactly just shove it in there and then run a line down to there. And that's where logistics robots start becoming a more important factor in the game. So let's go ahead and do that. Excuse me. So yeah, we'll definitely get advanced oil processing, and that's going to allow us some freedom as far as the rates at which we produce sulfur, batteries, sulfuric acid, all of those fun things right there. Oh my god, this is nightmarishly slow. But we are definitely going to have to start automating more and more processes as automation. Wrong words. Right meaning. As soon as we start automating things a little bit better. As you can see, we can do a RoboPort right now. But look at those requirements. Doesn't that just get you all in a tizzy? And so, yes, one step at a time. We want to maximize oil production here so that we're not running out of things, or if not running out of things, then filling up on the wrong things. Because right now, light oil isn't being used for anything. So that little full bar there is a ticking time bomb to complete production shutdown, and we do not want that. That would be incredibly bad and tragic, and put a real damper on things. So what the hell? Now we're making inserters. We're making everything by hand, and it's a total, oh god, I can't stand it. It's so slow. So where does that put us exactly on production? We got 5, 10, 15. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to put a stop to this video and this particular recording session. Let all of this play out. And just let this sort of idly sit in the background while I clean my apartment or something. And then whenever we come back, we will have enough to do advanced oil processing and make that a little bit better. Sometimes you just let the game run in the background and do its own thing and catch up. So this isn't completely unusual, but I am not going to make you sit through it. So don't you worry your pretty little head about that. Okay. Let's just take out batteries manually from the factory there. That's fine. Cool. We might have to back that up a little bit to make sure that we're actually getting the bang for our buck that we paid for. And there we go. We'll suck up all this plastic and some of the coal apparently, and then not have enough. We need more iron plates. Okay, that's fine. That's not a big deal. So yeah, you can kind of see what's going on here, and just in case you were wondering what a difference automation actually makes in this game, this should make it painfully apparent that pretty much automation is this game. You do not want to be sitting around waiting for this stuff to come in so you can craft it in your pocket like this. This is just brutally irresponsible of me. That's what this is right here. So yeah, actually, you know, there's an easy way to check this. Let's go ahead and cancel everything up to what we're currently producing, and we can see exactly how many we are capable of making at the moment. 28. So 28 plus 11 is 39, plus what we've done already, which is like, what, 8? That's not even remotely close, and look how slow this is going. Alright, well, we'll get the progress going on this, and then what we'll actually do is I'll go ahead and continue recording episodes, but next we'll do the next big thing that is holding us back, which is advanced circuits. Advanced circuits take a fucking eternity to manufacture. So we'll fix that. We'll make our first advanced circuit factory block, and all will be well in a relative sense. So let's go ahead and do that. Just grab up all of those, cancel these science packs, rebuild, and that'll make things a little bit faster because we're not going to be building 500 or some odd circuit boards there. So you're starting to see where all the copper consumption is going to come in as well, because we have to make that many copper wire to finish making that many circuit boards to finish, and then that much copper wire to finish making that many advanced circuits, which already take 2 electronic circuits. So it's just never enough, and we need that many. We need 1 advanced circuit for every science pack. So yeah, we're gonna start. This is where the change starts to happen. This is where all the rollover to the copper empire is going to start happening and becoming a necessity. Fortunately, we're a little backed up here, and once again, we have an incredible wealth of resources just right here in our backyard. So it's going to be pretty easy to maintain at first, and then as that continues to go on, it's going to be more and more of a nightmare, time suck, life destroying obsession with efficiency and productivity. Oh hey, we've got quite a bit of map here. It's a bit of a delayed reaction, but I was just noticing we've got more than enough bases to keep us occupied if we need a change of pace. Either way, this video is at its limit, so I'm going to let these, well, they'll produce on their own as they go. We will be building more factories in order to produce these guys, which is going to make our lives substantially easier. But in the meantime, we are not going to concern ourselves too terribly much with the pressing sense of mortality that comes in with the amount of time we put into this game. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Have fun.